Now in Good Morning Northwest, a mom and her young children crossing a busy Spokane Valley road, hit by a young driver. We're live there with new information this morning.
We had a few morning showers. Now the sun is out, and we're going to get back to that warming trend, but not completely done with the showers. When and where, that's coming up.
And is this declaration day for Ron DeSantis? All signs point to yes. We're looking at what the Florida governor is up against in his likely run for president. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Naz. It is Wednesday, May 24th, a pleasant morning. Let's get to Mark with our first alert forecast.
And good morning. An hour ago, we showed you the showers that were occurring in Coeur d'Alene. Now drying out, 49, clearing skies. We got some blue skies. Still have some cloud cover out there, but we're sitting at 54 degrees. Here's a look at the 4 things you need to know. Yeah, now a sunny morning as those light showers have moved out. Sun and clouds later on. Weekend showers, question mark. We'll talk about that. And it is going to be near 80 all weekend long. Things are looking good there. We look at what we can expect today, and it is the fact that the satellite and radar all showing all of this moving out of the area. And it's just going to be, again, another hour or so, and we'll clear most of the Idaho-Spokane corridor of any shower activity. Highs are going to be in the low 70s today, and over the next 12 hours, yeah, it's going to be nice. Again, a few afternoon clouds coming in. High today, 72 degrees.
A teenage driver hit a mom and her children crossing the street in Spokane Valley last night.
It happened around 8 o'clock on Highway 27 near 24th Avenue. The road has since reopened, but Destiny Richards is live there this morning. And Destiny, there were serious injuries in this.
Yes, there were serious injuries with this crash. New information from WSP suggests the family was crossing Highway 27 here from the other side on 24 to the side we're standing on right now. That's when they were hit by a 16-year-old driver. She was uninjured, but the 4 who were hit, a 37-year-old woman as well as an 11-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old. All boys were transported to Sacred Heart last night. WSP Trooper Ryan Singer says the 2 youngest boys were inside a stroller and suffered major injuries. Both the 11-year-old and the woman, WSP says, is their mother, suffered minor injuries. But all of them were taken to a hospital, one of the toddlers via life flight. Now, the crash is still under investigation, but WSP says the 16-year-old driver was going north on State Route 27. The woman and her children were crossing west-east on 24th and didn't see the car coming. Again, the scene is clear this morning. All of this is still under investigation. We'll be sure to keep you updated. Reporting live in Spokane Valley, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
Destiny, thanks so much. Spokane police need your help finding a missing 11-year-old. This is Dior. She was last seen walking away from Pride Prep on Sprague and Scott around 2:30 yesterday afternoon.
Dior is white, 5'5", and has long brown hair. She was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt, jeans, and was carrying a black backpack. If you know where she is or have any information that might be useful in finding her, you're asked to call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
And from the Breaking Now desk, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will officially launch his bid for the White House today on Twitter. The announcement is expected during a live event with the site's owner, Elon Musk. Casey DeSantis shared this video overnight showing her husband about to walk out onto a stage. The Florida governor is expected to make the announcement during a conversation with Musk on Twitter Spaces, the site's platform for audio chats. But Musk says this conversation is not an endorsement.
Preference, and I think would be the preference of most Americans, is really to have someone fairly normal in office.
Former President Donald Trump's team called the venue perfect for DeSantis, saying this way he does not have to interact with people and the media. DeSantis was elected governor with Trump's support. Now he must run against Trump without alienating the former president's followers. DeSantis has been vocal about opposing what he calls woke culture, signing several new laws limiting school curriculum relating to gender identity or sexual orientation. But the latest polls show Trump is expanding his lead in the Republican primary with a double-digit lead over DeSantis, his closest rival. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, the U.S. Surgeon General released a 25-page report laying out the risk that apps like Instagram and TikTok can have on our children. The report links social media to things like depression, anxiety, poor sleep, and low self-esteem.
This is a real point of concern here. When nearly half of kids are telling us that social media use makes them feel worse.
The Surgeon General calling for more research into the impact of social media. He's also calling for policymakers and tech companies to take action.
This is pervasive. It is everywhere. And that's why it's so important that we support parents.
The White House says it's mobilizing an interagency task force to identify current and emerging risks. The task force will also develop guidelines for tracking and preventing those risks. Now, the nationwide youth mental health crisis is also being felt right here in the Inland Northwest.
A new report from the Women Helping Women Fund found 29% of teenage girls in Spokane County have seriously considered suicide. We asked why those rates have changed in the last couple of years. A local mental health counselor says research shows use of social media plays a role in the way young girls think about themselves. Using social media more than 3 hours a day can create harmful effects.
Clearly impacting young girls and women because of some of the body image issues that might be associated with that, and social norms and expectations that are associated with that for young girls. Just really a lot of pressure coming from that.
As she adds that it is good to ask your teens if they or their friends have ever had thoughts of suicide. Even if they answer no, it still opens the door to letting them know it's okay for them to come and talk to you about it. Anyone struggling with suicidal thoughts can get help from a 24-hour regional crisis line. It is 1-877-266-1818 or just 988. And 988 is like the 911 for mental health care. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline was launched in July, but a recent survey found only about 13% of adults in the U.S. know about it. Of that 13%, 40% worried calling might lead to police action or being charged for services they can't afford. Still, the hotline answered thousands of calls more this year than last. That call is free. It is now 6:06.
All right, also free, your forecast, and we got a little bit of rain overnight, didn't we?
We did, and I got up this morning. You could sort of feel it. You see the drops coming down, and then it moved out, but it was, I enjoyed it. We could use some more rain in Rathdrum, by the way. That'd help on some of that new baseball mix we put down. Your full forecast is coming up.
And have you seen some military planes flying over the area that you don't normally see? What they are and what they're doing here just ahead.
And some dire warnings for Congress as the U.S. is getting dangerously close to hitting the debt ceiling. Up next, the extreme measure progressives want President Biden to take.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Parenting can be hard under the best of circumstances. Vanessa Behan is on a mission to surround children with a safe, healthy community.
Any family can find themselves in need of a supportive place during a stressful time. We are here for them in that moment and beyond.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Vanessa Behan as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Jurassic World Live Tour. The feeling is real. Experience it live. Jurassic World Live Tour. Coming to Spokane Arena June 2nd through 4th. Tickets on sale now. Visit JurassicWorldLiveTour.com for details.
Claim your keys or cash this Saturday. Tuila Casino is now Missisquoi Casino Hotel. This Saturday, you could win this 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer or $25,000 cash. All this week, play your favorite games with your Sun Club card to earn entries to win. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Prize drawings begin this Saturday starting at 5 p.m. with cash winners drawn every 30 minutes with a grand prize drawing at 9 p.m.
Are you tired of getting out of your car to open your gates? Would you like to control the access to your commercial property or business? Then call the experts at Northwest Fence to get a free estimate for your new automated gate. Nobody builds them better.
It's time for amazing spring savings to get your RV, boat, or vehicle ready for summer. This week at Snows Auto. Get the best buys of the year on all your top name brand stereo gear. Plus, get hot buys on custom rims and tire packages, summer window tints, and Bronco truck and Jeep lifts. It's the perfect time to beef up your ride and give your vehicle a fun new upgrade. This week at Snows Auto.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman and Associates, 922-6600.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move.
Let's go! With everyone getting ready for summer and a new gym opening soon in Spokane, there's never been a better time to join.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are getting warnings from their respective parties about holding the line on looming debt ceiling talks.
Progressive Democrats want Biden to unilaterally raise the debt ceiling through the 14th Amendment, avoiding a potentially catastrophic U.S. default. Some hardline Republicans have insisted McCarthy should not accept anything less than the conservative debt ceiling proposal already passed in the House, which would involve strict spending cuts. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned Monday that Congress has only a little time left to pass legislation to avoid a first-ever U.S. default, which would harm the U.S. economy and threaten the country's standing as a world superpower.
Despite rising interest rates and stubborn inflation, economic activity across the country hit its highest rate in more than a year this month. Data firm S&P Global says strong demand in service industries, including travel and dining out, offset slower activity among manufacturers.
France has banned all domestic flights for trips that could be made in 2.5 hours or less by a high-speed train. The government says this is essential to reducing greenhouse gas emissions from the aviation industry. But critics claim trains are already preferred among many travelers. Only 3 local routes have been discontinued so far. A Clean Transport Campaign group says the affected routes represent just 0.3% of all France's flight emissions.
Our 10-second takeaway on this Wednesday morning, it's, again, we've seen the sprinkles. Now we're going to see the sunshine, then some more cloud cover coming in. Light layers needed, shades as well. Drink your water, 72 for the high today.
Over the past 2 days, you may have seen military aircraft circling the skies that you don't normally see. Fairchild Air Force Base told us they're here as part of a joint planned training exercise. It's called Northern Edge 23, and it's concentrated in the Pacific Northwest region. Aircraft included a Navy-operated surveillance aircraft, Royal Air Force stealth jets, and a refueling aircraft known as a Stratotanker. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
2 days of work left before the Extreme Team's big baseball field reveal. After the break, we take you to Rathdrum to show you what Mark and the team have been up to for the Big Diamonds and Dreams project.
And as we send you off to a break, here is a look at what it looks like outside on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for choosing to start it here with us on 4 News Now's Good Morning Northwest.
At Coeur d'Alene Wigs, we have that great hair day every day. Wigs are a great way to look and feel good in a matter of minutes. With over 60 years experience, we will help you find a wig that matches your personality and gives you confidence. Coeur d'Alene Wigs, where it's a great hair day every day.
Don't miss the Northwest Spa Sale in Spokane. Save up to 50% off hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas. Easy low-rate financing. The Northwest Spa Sale at Spokane's Northtown Mall ends Memorial Day. NWSpaSale.com. NWSpaSale.com.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Spring into adventure and get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 cash allowance. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Your life revolves around your home, family, and backyard. It's your world. Shape your world with the Plant Farm. They'll help you select the healthiest plants, flowers, shrubs, and trees for your backyard. Enhance your patios and front entrance with the stunning Plant Farm signature hanging baskets. And shape your world indoors with the largest selection of unique specialty houseplants. Shape your world with the Plant Farm, because life is better in the garden.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Celia Knott.
Volunteering as the lead pantry keeper at Ronald McDonald House, Celia shows care and compassion to all those around her.
In addition to keeping the pantry running smoothly, Celia offers tremendous support for families who are dealing with a child hospitalized.
They need love and they need support.
and they need the comforts of home here.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Finding the home of your dreams can be a real nightmare. Low inventory, high interest rates, there are a lot of rules. I'm Aaron Luna with 4 News Now. I'll show you 4 simple steps to get you home buying ready and save money on your loan. Watch my special report Thursday only on 4 News Now at 6.
You rang? What's up?
I got hit by a car.
Ooh. Lucky you, just a couple of scratches. I think we can settle this.
Don't accept that check. Craig Swamp and Associates will take it from here.
After an accident, the insurance company wants to settle with you for as small of a check as possible, like this one. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
At Coeur d'Alene Wigs, we have that great hair day every day. Toupees and wigs are a fast and easy option for men experiencing thinning or baldness. Jennifer and Sandy will help you with personalized styling to achieve your desired look. Coeur d'Alene Wigs, where it's a great hair day every day.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness. Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Today marks 1 year since a gunman took the lives of 19 students and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas.
Since the shooting, ABC News has chronicled the community's journey through their grief, healing, and activism. ABC's Melissa Adan is in Uvalde sharing their stories.
Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas is the site of one of the deadliest school shootings in American history after 19 innocent children and 2 beloved teachers were killed here last year. Since then, families have been fighting for greater transparency, accountability, and to raise the minimum legal age to buy an assault-style rifle in Texas to 21.
21! So like another kid won't go through what me and my friends went through.
10-year-old Caitlin Gonzalez, who survived the mass shooting in Uvalde, now travels the country, uniting with other survivors as they call for change.
I shouldn't have to be here speaking. I'm only 10 years old, but I am because my friends have no voice no more.
Students and teachers inside Robb Elementary spent more than an hour trapped inside their school as a lone gunman took over 2 classrooms armed with an AR-style rifle he purchased days after he turned 18. That long delay still causing agony and outrage in the community as law enforcement waited 77 minutes before they breached classrooms 111 and 112, finally killing the gunman. Inside classroom 109 was Daniel Garza.
All we heard was like gunshots. Everybody was scared. When the cops broke the window, the sun like shined in the classroom.
Daniel is among the survivors who is now in 5th grade, but the community mourns the loss of the 19 other kids who had so many hopes and dreams but won't get to realize them. 9-year-old Jackie Casares dreamed of going to Paris. Tess Mata, who at 10 years old loved the Houston Astros and playing softball. 4th grader Lexi Rubio wanted to be a lawyer and was very studious. Lexi's mom getting her artwork tattooed on her arm.
I was excited to have on me a piece of art that Lexi drew. Not many people know Lexi as an artist, but she was.
It's us, and it says, "The best mom, and I love my mom," and by Lexi.
Plans are moving forward to demolish Robb Elementary School, according to Uvalde leaders. Officials here also say they're moving closer to finalizing a plan to get access to police records, which will show them if any law enforcement officers ought to be fired or even disciplined for their slow response to the shooting. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Uvalde, Texas.
Bringing things back here to home, Mark Peterson and the Extreme team have been hard at work sprucing up a baseball field in Bastrop.
But the project has become much more than just the baseball field. Mark has a look at the progress and what still needs to be done ahead of tomorrow night's big reveal.
2 big projects happening here onto the east side of the park, and that is the removal of this. It's an old basketball court that has been dilapidated and it was shrinking and sinking in the middle. It is Winkler Contractor, Winkler Concrete Contracting. Yeah, Brian Winkler, he's the owner. Brian is the operator, and we're going to get this loaded, get it out of here. They've got a grant to build a new one, just not the money to take it out. That's one of the 2 big projects. The other one, well, take care. So then the next big project is this, the concession stand. The T111 and the siding, it's aged, it's starting to crack. It's going to need repeated painting and or replacement. Well, Merrimack Metals gave us the whole kit. Eric Singer is there. He's not only helping us, but he's the director of parks here in Rathdrum. And he and others are going to be putting that siding up. Just one of the many things we're doing to expand what started out to be a baseball field. In Rathdrum, I'm Mark Peterson with the Diamonds and Dreams Extreme Team.
There's a whole lot going on there.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you've got some help there.
So we've got volunteers for Horizon Credit Union, of course, coming in. But Kathy came in at Salnave in Cheney when we did the Diamonds and Dreams there and asked if she could. Well,
she's back.
Caught again working, and she has been all over the place working. It's great. So she's getting that concession stand ready for, again, the elite siding that's going to go on. Hey, it's done. Basketball court is gone. Had a couple young men going, they got our basketball court. And I said, a new one's coming.
Yeah.
Saved him about $9,000 because Cat Rents and Winkler Contracting combined to get rid of it.
Good work.
So that's great work. All right. Great weather yesterday. Good weather this morning. Beautiful. Had a few light sprinkles. Now 49 St. Mary's, 54 in Spokane. Warming to 72 today, partly cloudy. It's going to be warm. We have the sun now, have sun and clouds for this afternoon. Tonight, temperatures down to 50 degrees. Should be dry, clearing, mild, beautiful. Satellite and radar, we're still tracking what's left of this little bit of energy that continues to make its way north and east out of our area. And it's still hanging out around areas of Coeur d'Alene and then heading up into North Idaho. For the forecast, we're going to see that come back around for this afternoon, potentially in around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That's about 1, 2 o'clock. We're going to see that then continue to move north out of the area, clearing overnight. Today, 72 degrees, beautiful, 77 into Moses Lake, 79 Tri-Cities, also into Lewiston. So warmer weather to the south. We're back into that normal summer pattern. I know it's still spring, but it has felt like summer for the last couple of weeks, and we're back at it. 74 for Thursday. That's the Extreme Team reveal. Watch it live here on 4 News Now, 5 and 6. It's going to be great stuff. Friday, 80. Isolated shower and thunderstorm potential increasing as we get into Saturday, decreasing Sunday, 78. Monday, of course, Memorial Day, 77 degrees, and then back to 80 for Tuesday. Overnight lows into the 50s solid, so really looking pretty good.
And most all of that above normal, right?
69 is a normal temperature for this time of year.
All right. Okay, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:22. The WSU men's basketball team headed to Connecticut in November. We'll tell you who they'll be playing in the Hall of Fame tip-off.
And we just learned one of the Seahawks' bright young stars had knee surgery. When Tariq Woolen will be back and who Seattle signed as insurance. Next in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you.
Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and lime scale buildup, so you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, we know everyone has their favorite spot. It's the Memorial Day sale. For a limited time, save 30% store-wide and get 36 months special financing. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Performance. It's what powers the 2023 family of Mazda CUVs. With standard iActive all-wheel drive and an available turbo engine. Helping you take performance further.
With effortless power and the reliability of iActive all-wheel drive, Mazda CUVs are built for the Pacific Northwest. Take a test drive today at Foothills Mazda or shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
Does your current roof have moss growing on it? Is it worn out or tattered? Have you recently seen the heat and electric bills going up? Then it may be time for you to get a new roof from McVeigh Brothers. McVeigh Brothers is the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the inland Northwest. We also have great financing options to help you out, like no money down and up to 12 years low interest financing, so you can get everything you want now and pay for it later. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
Get the biggest savings of the year on all of your top name brand stereo gear and give your vehicle better sound for summer during the amazing spring savings event at Snow's Auto.
No one beats our prices or service. I guarantee it.
Build your deck with PAR and get everyday low prices on Trex and TimberTech composite decking. But shop now and you'll get $100 off TimberTech, Trex, and AZEK railing and accessories with qualifying purchase. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
Invest in community. Make new friends. When you live local, you support the people who make Spokane great. Shop now at livelocalinw.com.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Middensone. One of the Seattle Seahawks' best players will be out for a significant amount of time. All-pro cornerback Tariq Woolen underwent knee surgery and is expected to be out until training camp. According to ESPN, Woolen injured his knee walking onto the practice field last week. Woolen was a fifth-round pick in last year's NFL draft and led the league with 6 interceptions as a rookie. Woolen is expected to be ready for the start of training camp in July. But with Woolen's sideline, the Seahawks re-signed veteran cornerback Artie Burns as a replacement. Burns returns to the Seahawks on a 1-year deal. Now, on top of leading the league in interceptions, Woolen was top 5 in the league in pass deflections. He was also tied for 23rd in tackles last season. Washington State men's basketball will be one of 4 teams competing in the Hall of Fame tip-off tournament next season. The tournament will take place November 18th and 19th at Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut. Northwestern, Rhode Island, and Mississippi State are the other participating teams in the event. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
All right, fingers crossed for Tariq Woolen. Yep. They need him. Good morning, Northwest time now 6:26.
Destiny Richards is live with an update on a family hit by a car last night.
That's right. We learned new overnight details from WSP on what happened in this crash. Of course, it's all still under investigation. That's coming up in a few minutes.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a Family Feud contestant on trial for murder. This was Timothy Bleefnick in 2020, appearing on an episode of Family Feud.
What's the biggest mistake you made at your wedding?
Honey, I love you, but said I do. Not my mistake. Not my mistake. I love my wife. I'm going to get in trouble for that, aren't I?
Yeah. Now he stands accused of murdering the woman he said I do to. Prosecutors allege Bleefnick shot the mother of his 3 boys 14 times in 2021, while the estranged couple was amidst a turbulent divorce.
No, the last minute of Becky's life was spent in fear and pain and terror.
So what is Bleefnick's defense strategy? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
My husband and I have never been more active.
Shingles doesn't care.
I go to spin classes with my coworkers.
Good for you. Shingles doesn't care. Because no matter how healthy you feel, your risk of shingles sharply increases after age 50. But Shingrix protects. Proven over 90% effective, Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after getting Shingrix. Fainting can also happen. The most common side effects are pain, redness and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects.
Shingrix is now $0 for almost everyone. Ask your doctor about Shingrix today.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Cholula Casino is now Mr. Casino Hotel.
Bill's Heating and Air, your locally owned, factory direct and voted #1 HVAC contractor, wants to become your go-to heating and air conditioning company. We offer free estimates and next-day installs. And now, we will beat any and all written estimates from any other licensed contractor. Yeah, you heard right. We will beat any other written estimate. Oh, and did I mention we have a 10-year parts and labor guarantee? Call now for your free estimate.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
I feel like I'm at the law offices of Heap, Pile, and Hoarder.
Yeah, we just started a huge case.
Is it a class action suit against filing cabinets?
And we've made some cutbacks. I didn't want to tell you because, well, I was afraid STC would stop lending to us.
Can I be frank with you? The more transparent you are with us, the better we can restructure loans in your favor. It's like the more real you are with your therapist, the quicker they can help you get over your chipophobia.
Hey, a lot of people are afraid of chewing gum.
STCU Business. Partner up.
It's time to beef up your ride and get dialed in for summer during the amazing spring savings event this week at Snows Auto. Get your window tints now before the summer rush hits from the pros at Snows Auto.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Wednesday, May the 24th. Mark Peterson is here with a look at that first alert forecast. All right, we had some rain earlier this morning, but things clearing up.
Yeah, and you can see as we look to the west that we're still holding on to a few high, thin clouds. Things are looking pretty nice. Temperature-wise, we're at 54 degrees. Again, sun and clouds. We're going to have sunny conditions for quite a while. More clouds coming in this afternoon. So we do have the sunny morning, the sun and clouds later on. Weekend showers coming in. We're going to talk more about that. And we're also going to talk about the warmer temperatures for the weekend. Right now, temperatures outside, Meade, one of the cool spots along with Deer Park, into the mid-40s. Cheney, you're at 48. All with sun and a few clouds. Spokane Valley at 52. Yeah, we saw a few rain showers moving through. They continue to move out of the area, and it's going to take a while, but they'll get out of the Coeur d'Alene corridor there. Temperatures into the mid-50s heading out this morning. By noon, we're going to be around 70 degrees, and then we're going to see low 70s all afternoon long.
A family of 4 is in the hospital. They were hit by a car on State Route 27 last night.
New information from Washington State Patrol says that mom and her 3 kids were crossing the highway at East 24th and didn't see the car coming. Destiny Richards is live with what we know this morning.
Well, it is a clear scene on the highway behind me this morning, but Washington State Patrol is still looking into this crash where a 37-year-old mother and her 3 boys were taken to the hospital. The 2 youngest have serious injuries. Now, take a look at the map for a better idea of where this happened. WSP says a 16-year-old girl was driving north on State Route 27, and the family was hit as they were crossing west to east on 24th Avenue. The driver was uninjured, but the mother, as well as an 11-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old, all boys, were taken to Sacred Heart last night. WSP Trooper Ryan Singer says the 2 youngest boys were inside a stroller and suffered major injuries. One of them was transported to the hospital via life flight. Both the 11-year-old boy and the mother had minor injuries. Now, again, the new info we know this morning is that they were just crossing this highway when they, quote, failed to recognize the oncoming car. So still limited details about this situation last night, but still very sad. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting live in Spokane Valley, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
Well, a man in Moses Lake was arrested after he showed up to his own SWAT call. Monday night, Moses Lake police investigated a domestic assault where 56-year-old Wayne Christensen was accused of pistol whipping a family member. So officers went to his house to arrest him. Shortly after they arrived, Christensen rode up on his bike and asked the team what was going on. He was quickly recognized and then taken into custody. He's been booked on charges of second-degree assault.
And this morning from the Breaking Now desk, we're tracking new information from U.S. Park Police about the U-Haul truck crash that happened late Monday night. This morning, that driver is in custody facing multiple charges. The crash happened about 200 feet away from the White House. Police now saying that the driver has been identified as 19-year-old Sai Varshith Kandula, who exited the truck with a Nazi flag on him. According to court documents, the suspect told officers he wanted to kidnap and harm President Joe Biden. Kandula was arrested on several serious charges, including threatening to kill, kidnap or inflict harm on a president, vice president, or family member. Park police also say Kandula is facing charges of assault with a dangerous weapon, reckless operation of a motor vehicle, destruction of federal property, and trespassing. Inside the 26-foot moving truck, investigators did find a black backpack, a notebook, and a roll of duct tape.
They did find a notebook of some kind in the truck with a lot of writings. It was described to me as rambling.
Several roads in the area were closed off, but the Secret Service says there were no injuries. And experts say the response was appropriate and effective, as Park Police, Secret Service, and the FBI are still working together to figure out the motive. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
In the University of Idaho student murders, the families of Kaylee Gonzalez and Madison Mogen have filed notice with the city of Moscow, Idaho State Police, Washington State University, and the University of Idaho, reserving their right to sue.
Safeguard to protect the interests of the families, the victims, and really the whole community and around, because if something goes wrong or was done improperly, then someone is held accountable for that.
Murder suspect Brian Koberger was arraigned Monday. He elected not to enter a plea. The judge entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. A 6-week trial is scheduled for October 2nd. High housing costs and discriminatory policies are leaving people stuck in some Spokane County neighborhoods with limited resources.
And it's impacting how long people live. The Shades of Motherhood Network helps mothers and children in the East Central neighborhood. Executive Director Stephanie Courtney says limited access to grocery stores and health care is nothing new.
No access to just simple things when we think about food, when we think about fresh food, when we think about access to children's centers, a place where people can just come and congregate and be together.
The Women Helping Women Fund says lower income and racially diverse neighborhoods like Riverside and East Central have life expectancies of nearly 72 years. Courtney says solutions could include overcoming the stigma of low-income neighborhoods and opening up more spaces for women to share resources together. And families across the country are dealing with a childcare crisis. For many, childcare has become unaffordable and inaccessible.
Right now in Spokane County, there are simply not enough spots in centers. Wait lists are years long, and many say the cost is way too high. And that's leaving mothers to make the hard choice to put their careers aside to stay home. According to data found in a report by the Women Helping Women Fund, in Spokane County, if you have 1 toddler and 1 infant, the average price for childcare is just more than $2,000 a month, which in many cases is more than rent or a mortgage. It's a problem not only in Spokane County, but across the country. Experts say it all boils down to a lack of staffing in the industry because low wages are no longer able to draw people to that profession.
The bottom line is our childcare educators rank in the 3rd percentile of all occupational wages. They rank below pet groomers and parking lot attendants. So we literally pay people in this state more money to care for our pets and cars than for our young children.
We reached out to Spokane area moms to hear what they are seeing firsthand. And out of dozens of stories we heard, the same problems. Childcare prices are unrealistic for the average family to pay. And even if they could pay it, the spots aren't there. Some trying to get on wait lists before they are even expecting.
Well, millions of Americans struggle to pay their energy bills as well. The National Energy Assistance Directors Association says almost 20 million families are behind on payments, owing a total of $19.5 billion. That's about $4 billion more than last year. And home air conditioning during the summer is expected to make this problem even worse. All right, Good Morning Northwest time now 6:38.
And Mark is standing by, taking a look at what we've got. I mean, you're looking already to the evening.
Yeah, well, I figured, we got a nice morning, and our evenings, the back deck, maybe s'mores, highlight. It's going to be nice. Temperatures nearing 70 degrees. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. 72 our high today. Your full forecast coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Life, it doesn't stand still, and neither do you. And wherever you go, we're with you. We're Global Credit Union, formerly Alaska USA. For 75 years, enriching the lives of members and guiding them on their financial journeys, giving them the confidence to not just follow their dreams, but to chase them. The future? We're on it. Let's get there together. Global Credit Union. On we go.
Claim your keys or cash this Saturday. Chula Casino is now Mr. Casino Hotel. This Saturday, you could win this 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer or $25,000 cash. All this week, play your favorite games with your Sun Club card to earn entries to win. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Prize drawings begin this Saturday starting at 5 p.m. with cash winners drawn every 30 minutes with a grand prize drawing at 9 p.m.
Don't miss the Northwest Spa Sale in Spokane. Save up to 50% off hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas. Easy, low-rate financing. The Northwest Spa Sale at Spokane's Northtown Mall ends Memorial Day. NWSpaSale.com. NWSpaSale.com.
For over 65 years, McVeigh Brothers has been on the cutting edge of the newest technologically advanced products sold. We're now offering triple pane windows, custom colored windows of your choice, and amazing mini blinds between the glass that will last a lifetime.
Hondas are piggy banks on wheels. Stylish, athletic piggy banks that save you money at every glorious turn. Legendary fuel efficiency, famous for its resale value, and now with great deals including 2 years complimentary maintenance, it's your chance to get into America's best value brand. So start saving money and drive happy as a pig in. See your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
Adventure, culture, and fine wine await you in the Lewis-Clark Valley, less than 2 hours south of Spokane. Tour some of the world's most spectacular wilderness, beauty, and wildlife in Hell's Canyon. Experience the region's rich and diverse culture and history. Savor award-winning Lewis-Clark Valley wines and delicious culinary creations from a variety of local wineries and fine dining establishments. Go to visitlewisclarkvalley.com and plan your destination getaway today.
It is 6:41. The Washington Health Department is investigating cases of salmonella likely linked to raw cookie dough from multiple Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza locations across the state. One case is from Spokane County. 4 of the 6 people who got sick so far report eating the raw cookie dough from the pizza chain, which you are supposed to cook before you eat. Papa Murphy's has stopped selling the raw cookie dough.
Good morning, everybody. Your 10-second takeaway, morning sunshine. We had a few morning showers now, just light layers needed. I mean, we're sitting, 50s. Shades, certainly. 72 for the high today.
Jump, jump. Oh. A moose calf tried to follow its mom over a highway divider in British Columbia. Truck driver Rodney Pierre shot this video. The mother moose kept jumping over the barrier. It looks like she's trying to show her baby what to do, but no matter how many times she demonstrated, her baby couldn't quite get it. A Good Samaritan stopped to help. Yeah, not a great idea, buddy. The mom didn't appreciate it.
You're gonna get attacked, you f***ing idiot.
In the end, mom and calf opted to take the exit ramp there towards Walmart. Yeah, you want to help, but don't approach a moose. Yeah, especially a protective mom.
Exactly. It's now 6:42.
All right, we will be back with Mark's full forecast coming up right after this break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
If you have a fear of missing out, you might want to start earning with a free Camas Rewards card because, dude, Camas Rewards at Northern Quest for all the ways you play.
Your work is your calling. It drives your days and powers your nights. But if your teeth no longer work as hard as you do, Aspen Dental is here with smile replacement solutions that work for your life. Whether it's your first step or a fast fix, you can get in today for all your denture needs, all at an affordable price. Right now, get new dentures for $30 per month per arch with 60 months financing. $1,770 total payments including interest. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Book today.
Take control of your credit card debt with a P1 FCU personal loan. We're offering no payments for 90 days and a fixed rate of 9.99% APR for a limited time. Consolidating debt can help you save money and simplify your life with the ease of a single payment. Plus, if you open or have an Ascend checking account, you'll be eligible for an extra $200. Visit p1fcu.org/takecontrol and apply today. P1 FCU, your community, your credit union.
We ran china, glassware, tents, and barbecues, flatware, linen, stands for staging, tables,
A to Z rental, no job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stand doors, washers, stump grinder saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z Rental, we rent everything.
Attention do-it-yourselfers. Did you know Northwest Fence sells parts and pieces to the public? They'll even put together a materials list and installation instructions too. Come see the professionals at Northwest Fence today.
Psst, it's my favorite time of year. Lazy Boy's having a sale again. Wow, I'm getting good at this.
The Memorial Day sale, 30% off everything.
Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Did you know Northern Quest Traeger A Day giveaway gives you a shot at a new Traeger grill every day in May? It also gives you a reason to use Precision Meat Probe in a sentence.
Don't miss your chance to win a new Traeger grill every day in May, only at Northern Quest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic.
It's now 6:45. A life-threatening typhoon is barreling toward the U.S. territory of Guam this morning.
More than 150,000 people live on the island, and they've been preparing for days as the area's strongest storm in decades brings a triple threat of wind, rain, and storm surge. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
Overnight, the U.S. territory of Guam has been bracing for a direct hit from Typhoon Mawar, likely the worst storm to hit the island in decades. As the storm closed in, winds of up to 140 miles per hour were forecasted. The storm capable of hitting with the force of a Category 4 hurricane.
You want to stay in the most safe place in your house, away from windows.
Ahead of the storm, the governor issuing a mandatory evacuation of low-lying areas, telling residents to seek shelter.
I am very concerned and worried about your safety, and I want you to take these warnings seriously.
President Biden approving an emergency declaration as the military moved planes and ships away from the island. Typhoon Mawar expected to be the strongest storm to impact the island since a super typhoon hit in 2002. That storm causing $700 million in damage. Back on the mainland, just north of Houston, several storms snapping power lines and downing trees in the city of Conroe. A 2-story home under construction collapsing. 2 men were killed in the collapse and 7 were injured. Family members identifying one of the 2 men killed, Brian Aguilar.
No, mi hijo era un muchacho humilde.
His father telling our station he had just turned 21. In nearby Huntsville, storms damaged more than 20 homes. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
And here, the weather has been pretty incredible. Pickleball players got out in it, enjoying it. They're out in full swings all over Spokane and the surrounding areas. 4 News Now talked to a group taking over the courts at Mission Park.
Great sport. It's communal. It's you just get a bunch of people out. You have fun. It's an equalizer sport. It equalizes a lot of different playing levels, and it's for the elderly and the plus seniors. It's just great exercise.
Yeah, and some people you don't think would be very good are incredible at it. Many people are taking advantage of course, that spring weather. You might see me at Mission Park playing a time or 2 during the week.
There you go. Pickleball courts are filled. Golf courses are filled.
Yeah. How far advanced are you in the pickleball playing now that you've really taken it up?
Not
Robin?
really.
No?
I'm not very advanced at all.
But
It's
you've
just
been
fun.
working. I mean, you've been
It's
out
just
having fun, right?
Just fun.
Yeah.
All right. They all
Just
had
enjoying
a
it.
great time. Great weather for that today, tomorrow. Over the weekend, it could get a little interesting. Take a live look at what's out there right now. Again, looking pretty good into Old Town, but look at the cloud cover over in Sandpoint. They're going to see some showers. That's going to happen here in a little bit. We do have, again, 72 for our forecasted high today, so it's beautiful to get out, walking the dog, taking it easy, playing some pickleball. Tonight, temperatures down to 50, opening up the windows, getting that fresh air in. Very doable. For us right now, we're sitting at 54 degrees. We do have sunshine, a few clouds, 48 into Ritzville, Tri-Cities into the mid-40s as well. Satellite radar, Sandpoint, there you go. You're going to start to see this shower activity that's coming out of Coeur d'Alene coming in your area. Behind it, it's drying out. Omak picking up a few showers. Forecast radar says that's going to happen again this afternoon as this rolls around and comes back, and we're going to see the other side of it. So we could see a couple scattered showers coming through. Highs there are going to be in the low 70s. Really going to be nice into the central part of the state, mid to upper 70s. This is very nice weather. It's above average, by the way, 69, that average high this time of year. Thursday, of course, 74. We're going to have a community party in Rathdrum starting about 4 or 5 o'clock. We're going to have live coverage of that for you. Friday, 80 as we enter into the Memorial Day weekend, upper 70s, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Increased chances of thunderstorms Friday afternoon in through Saturday.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on that for you.
All right, Mark. Thank you so much.
It is now just about 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's up next.
All right. Thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Wednesday morning. We will be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Chula Casino is now Mr. Quack Casino Hotel.
We have a friend right now in one of the hospice houses. He said, the people are so happy here. And he said, I feel safe.
We get to be with people at a very sacred moment.
The mission of Hospice of Spokane is to help people live as fully as they can during those dying days and weeks.
To serve with a mission and learn how you can join the Hospice of Spokane team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
Lease a new 2023 Buick Encore GX for just $199 a month. The Encore features premium LED lighting and game-changing cargo space. And you'll be amazed at Buick's innovative quiet tuning technology that helps reduce unwanted noise for a peaceful driving experience. Visit us online at GeeBuickGMC.com or come see us for a test drive. We're just off I-90 at George Gee Buick GMC, the top volume GMC Buick dealer in Washington State.
Finding the home of your dreams can be a real nightmare. Low inventory, high interest rates, there are a lot of rules. I'm Aaron Luna with 4 News Now. I'll show you 4 simple steps to get you home buying ready and save money on your loan. Watch my special report Thursday only on 4 News Now at 6.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team at Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival returns to Pend Oreille County June 17th and 18th. Discover the rich history, folklore, and mystery, from Sasquatch-themed crafts to Bigfoot merchandise. A 5K fun run and plenty of food. This event is guaranteed to leave you amazed and entertained. Hear from the country's foremost experts about their Bigfoot sightings, or sign up for the Presenters Dinner and talk to them firsthand. The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival. For tickets and information, go to mfbigfoot.com.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
I'm Mark Peterson. Every day, 800,000 Washingtonians care for elderly parents, spouses, or other loved ones. AARP and BEC are here to help with a new campaign, Caring for Caregivers. For tips, tools, and resources, visit this website.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Just about 6:53. Let's get you ready for your Wednesday here in the morning sprint.
We will see some afternoon sunshine. Mark will tell us what else we can expect.
A driver who crashed a U-Haul truck 200 feet away from the White House is in custody this morning. Sydney Charles has the details.
But first, a teenage driver hit a mom and her children crossing the street in Spokane Valley last night. Let's get right to Destiny Richards with the latest.
That's right. WSP is investigating this incident where a mother and her 3 boys were crossing the street here, crossing Highway 27 west to east on 24th when they were hit by a 16-year-old driver. The mother, 37, and her 11-year-old son went to the hospital with minor injuries, but the 2 youngest, a 2-year-old boy and 11-month-old boy, were riding in a stroller. They have serious injuries. No updates on conditions this morning, but the scene itself is clear. All we know is that there are reports from WSP that they failed to recognize the oncoming car when they were hit.
All right, Destiny, thank you. Spokane police still need your help finding a missing 11-year-old girl. This is Dior. She was last seen walking away from Pride Prep on Sprague and Scott around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Dior is white, about 5'5", and has long brown hair. She was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt, jeans, and was carrying a black backpack. If you know where she is or have any information that might be useful in finding her, please call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
In the University of Idaho student murders, the families of Kaylee Gonsalves and Madison Mogan have filed notice with the city of Moscow, Idaho State Police, Washington State University, and the University of Idaho, reserving their right to sue. The murder suspect, Brian Koberger, was arraigned Monday. He elected not to enter a plea. The judge entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. A 6-week trial is scheduled for October 2nd.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will officially launch his bid for the White House today on Twitter. The Florida governor is expected to make the announcement during a conversation with Elon Musk tonight on Twitter Spaces. That's the site's platform for audio chats.
A man in Moses Lake was arrested after he showed up to his own SWAT call. Monday night, Moses Lake police investigated a domestic assault where 56-year-old Wayne Christensen was accused of pistol whipping a family member. Officers went to Christensen's house to arrest him. Shortly after they arrived, he rode up on a bike and asked the team what was going on. He was quickly recognized and taken into custody. He's been booked on charges of second-degree assault.
Well, good morning. We had our early morning sprinkles. Felt pretty good in our first alert weather. They continue to make their way north and east, so North Idaho and parts of Montana are still going to see some more shower activity. Not looking too bad. We will see temperatures that will come up from these low 50s into the low 70s. Looking pretty nice. Today, it is going to be a beautiful day. Temperature-wise, we're going to be in the upper 60s by noon and low 70s all afternoon.
Well, high housing costs and discriminatory policies are leaving people stuck in some Spokane County neighborhoods with limited resources right now. The Shades of Motherhood Network helps mothers and children in the East Central neighborhood. Executive Director Stephanie Courtney says limited access to grocery stores and health care is really nothing new. The Women Helping Women Fund says lower income and racially diverse neighborhoods have life expectancies of nearly 72 years. Courtney says solutions could include overcoming the stigma of low-income neighborhoods and opening up more spaces for women to share resources together.
Families across the country are dealing with a child care crisis. Right now in Spokane County, there are simply not enough spots in centers. Wait lists are years long, and many say the cost is way too high. According to data found in a report by the Women Helping Women Fund, in Spokane County, if you have one toddler and one infant, the average price for child care is just more than $2,000 a month. It's a problem not only in Spokane County, but across the country. Experts say it all boils down to a lack of staffing in the industry because low wages are no longer able to draw people to the profession.
We are tracking new information from U.S. Park Police about the person accused of crashing a U-Haul truck near the White House on Monday night. Police now saying that the driver has been identified as 19-year-old Sai Varshith Kandula, who exited the truck with a Nazi flag on him. According to court documents, the suspect told officers he wanted to kidnap and harm President Joe Biden. Kandula was arrested on several serious charges, including threatening to kill, kidnap, or inflict harm on a president, vice president, or family member. Park Police, Secret Service, and the FBI are still working together to figure out the motive.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning America, details on the debt ceiling deadlock. Still no deal with just 8 days to go until potentially major global economic consequences. Also ahead, South Carolina passing a 6-week abortion ban. We hear from the 5 women, including 3 Republicans, who tried to block it. We'll check weather with Mark next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I got a call swap.
You forgot your check.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
McVeigh Brothers is the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. We also have great financing options like no money down and up to 12 years low interest financing. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
I've always been in love with you. I guess you've
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
Oh, there it is. The sun's up. We got a little bit of cloud cover out there. We've already had our morning sprinkles on our cereal and outside. Now, let's take a look at what we can expect. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s all afternoon. Our high today is going to be 72 degrees. We'll see 74 for tomorrow, and then we continue to warm into the weekend. Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people going out camping and being outdoors. Yeah, chance of shower and thunderstorm activity Friday and Saturday, mainly afternoon, evening hours, and a lot of that into the mountains. 78 on Sunday, and then Memorial Day, sunny and 77.
Hey, you mentioned sprinkles. Today's the day for all the grads to get their donuts from Krispy Kreme.
There you go. Take advantage if you can. We'll see you with an update throughout Good Morning America.